I'm just doing some doodle type cards and not being too worried about, you know, making things perfect. These are tags. These are tags that are going on to packages that are going to get thrown away on Christmas Day. Unless you take a ton of time on them, I don't think any of us are going to worry about that, right? I think I'm going to make one of those little reindeer cookies where you have the cherry in the nose, and then you have the smile. You've got his little eyes. Now this could be anything at this point. This could be a snowman. This could be the little reindeer. It's all up to you. I'm going to give ears. Just like this. And antlers. Just make sure your antlers turn the opposite direction. They don't have to match perfectly. Look at that. This would be really cute on a kid's card. Now, I probably wouldn't put that big huge smile on again, but you know what? This is a, you know, what is it, a 1-minute card? Put a little collar of some greenery. Don't forget to leave a little room for your to from, which I almost forgot. To and from. Sweet. Now I'm going to grab this is a yellow ochre brush pen side. I'm going to go in and color in his little face. I'm going to leave the antlers alone. But you can do, you know, a 5-minute card is not a big deal for a tag, right? We can certainly do a 5-minute card. I'm going to grab, oh, this is a bright pink. We've got Rudolph, right? I'm going to make the inside of his ears pink, even though the inside of a reindeer's ears aren't necessarily pink. Maybe give the tip of his ears, and I think I'll give him a little blush. Oh, that's looking sweet. And then I want a darker brown for, this is the raw umber. So it's not too dark. Inside of his ear, and then his antlers. Look at that. This is really quick. So these Twee markers are Arteza. They're not sponsoring this. They did send this to me about a year ago, and I did do a video for them, but it's just use the materials you have, right? Okay. There. And a little bit of green. Did I grab a green? I did. A little bit of green for his little... I'm being messy. Remember, these are quick cards to put onto a package. Just package tags. Just little gift tags. Not anything super detailed or special. You could make them super detailed and special if you want to. I'm going to put a few little berries around. And just because I like to do it, I am going to put some sparkle. This is just a silver pen. This is the Signo Uniball silver. It's like my favorite white pen. And I'm going to put a couple little stars in the background because that just makes me happy. And it makes it have kind of that retro-y feel without going too crazy. Look at that. So we would take a punch, or you could just tape it on. A punch and a piece of ribbon. I like the sort of really thin shoelace type ribbon for this. Fold your ribbon in half. This is the little hole punch, the 1/8 inch. Open that up, pull this through, even them up, and you've got a cute little tag. I see that, you know, sometimes my own instincts get the better of me, and I'm going to give him some little dots. Oh, here, we could do that with the tiny side, right? You can do all the drawing with this if you wanted to, with the tiny side. I just wanted to test that. Wow. He's got reindeer pox now. I think I need to fix that. Let's fix the reindeer pox. Oh, there we go. And like I said, these are water-based markers, so you don't have to worry about, you know what? There. That makes me happier. No more reindeer pox. And I'll grab that yellow ochre again just to kind of warm that up. Nope, this is red earth. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, that's enough of that, right? And of course, I'm going to do a little more. There we go. What can I say? Sparkly, fun, quick and easy. All right, let's do something else. Draw a little tree. They've got these little trees that they put in paper bags, and I kind of like that. I'm going to use this red earth, and I'm going to draw the little paper bag that's got kind of the rolled down top. Or a cloth bag. It doesn't necessarily have to be paper. And then I'm going to color in the top with this color. Now these are blendable markers. So, and I'm going to come down and put a little bit of that around the bottom. The to from is going at the top on this one. And then I'm going to grab the raw umber. Much more paper bag colored. But what I wanted to do was put it over and see how that looks. Ooh. That's nice. By layering it up, you get a richer color. Flipped it over, went to the fine marker. I am not really keen on the super fine tip on these. It tends to tear the paper a little bit, and it seems much more dry. I like the brush end on these pens though. So, and they're pretty affordable. I'm not, like I said, this is not sponsored. I am not doing this for anything like that. I'm just using it because it's on my table, on my shelf there. All right, so now we've got the little paper bag that the ornament, that the holiday tree is going into. Grab the yellow ochre and see about drawing my little tree going up, and then the little branches are going to be going out from the stem. That's good. And now I can grab my brush marker, and I've got a place to go, you know? I've got a plan. I have a plan. That makes it so much faster. And if all you have are a set of Crayola markers, you can make tags. You do not have to have anything special to make a tag. You could do it with a pencil on any piece of paper, really, or a ballpoint pen. You do not have to go and find expensive stuff. Like I said, tags tend to be those things that, you know, get stuck to the package. Its purpose is to let somebody know that that package was to them and it was, you know, from you. Other than that, you don't need to worry too much about them being total beautiful works of art. I like to make pretty tags just because it makes the package feel more special. But gosh, look at that. Doesn't have to be super, super hard or too detailed. I am going to grab another green though, I think. Or maybe I'll just take the... Oh, I can just use the other end. Look at that. I can just use the other end and make a little bit of detail. Yeah, see the other end on this, it's very dry. But it's enough to give me a little bit of detail. And because it's in a harder, more compact delivery, it's leaving the detail. It doesn't seem to be blending in. I'm just going to do this on a few spots. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. But another tag, less than 5 minutes. Oh, and I did want to write to and from. I think printing is really cute on things like this. So just print. Don't worry about it. Sparkle star. The sparkle stars become like the ornaments, don't they? And you don't have to put them all over the tree. Just put 3 or 5 in the background. There you go. All right, I've got a circle template. I'm going to put just a quick little circle. Grab my eraser and make it not quite so dark. I'm not doing watercolor on this one. I'm doing the pen. I'm doing the little brush pen. But I'm taking that green again, and I'm going to go and just put some greenery going around. Kind of like in little V's, tuck a little extra here and there. I'm just going to work my way around the circle. See? And I started out very sparse, didn't I? And now I'm going a lot more. I haven't done this particular design before. I'm just making it up as I go. So, you know, if you start sparse, you can go back and fill in. And look at that. You zip around a circle. Having the circle down already really just makes it easier. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll use this is the rose red. I'm going to go in and give a few little circles like berries. They don't have to be attached to anything. They can go on top. So something I just noticed is that if you go on top, one, it is blending with the other color, which is great. But two, if your other color is wet, it's going to bleed. So I'm sort of tucking them in and around. And I don't think this is going to get a bow on it. I don't think it needs it. We're just going to put some of those berries. I'm going to do the to and from down here at the bottom. Again, printed letters seem to make me a little bit happier. I am going to put just a little bit of a line. Since you can still see the pencil line, might as well put just a little bit of a line. And sparkle stars, because I like sparkle stars. And I'm doing it with the silver, so it's not quite as, in your face. It's sparkle, it's shimmer. Make them big, make them small. It's up to you. I think those sparkle stars just give it that little tiny touch of kind of that retro feel without being retro. This card's done. So now we have 1, 2, 3. 3 little cards. Doing pretty good. I think this time I want to do sort of a twiggly wreath. And I'm gonna pull it down this way. I am going to give it a light pencil line. That's just a guide. It's not something that has to be adhered to. Twiggly wreath. So start getting a little bit, a little wild here. And this color is not my favorite, so I'm going to shift to another color. And I want more of a brown. That's the yellow ochre. There's the raw umber. But the nice thing is, see? You don't have to have a super steady hand. Now, I have this cute little wreath ring, and I think there's going to be a little bit of some greenery. I'm going to grab a different green. This is tea green, and I'm going to use it as my sort of my highlight green. So I'm going to go ahead and do my this again, I'm experimenting. I haven't designed this out. I am just getting some tags made. We're just going to say there's some stuff going on here. Little piece coming up. Now I'll take that dark green, and because it's going over the top of those other colors, but I'm not coloring it in completely, that's giving us depth, it's giving us variation. Oh golly. Yeah, see, you can do this. It's not hard. And if all you want to do is take your little pieces of watercolor paper, and we could do that. We'll do that next. I'll show you how you can just take watercolor paper and put some little splotches of color. But first I want to finish this. Just a little bit like that. And then a few little red berries, because, you know, red berries. Little branches. You don't know where they're coming from. Don't need a bow. Don't have to draw a bow. Oh, that's sweet. So, you know, you could do the two down in here. You could do the two from up above. I'm doing the two from up above. I don't do lettering, so, you know, something like this is perfect for me. I think I'm going to grab this smoke. Yeah, smoke is good. The smoke gray. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a shadow. Look at that. Just like that. A little bit of a shadow. Tiny little thing like that makes such a difference. That one's done. All right, so now we've got two of those and two of these. Oops, I didn't get my sparkle on here yet. I want some sparkle. You could use a gold marker if you wanted to. I kind of like the silver just because it's a little more subtle. I'm going to put it inside there. Look at that. Maybe I'll take the silver on this one now. Ooh. I like that. Put a little bit of highlight on his antlers. Maybe up here on top of his ears, on top of his nose. See? After the pen is dry, then you can go back with your silver pen after the markers are dry. All right, we've got 4. Let's see how many more I'm going to get done. I'm trying to keep them around 5 minutes. Package. I want to do a package. So I'm going to grab that blue-black pen, and I'm going to draw a package. You could do this with a pencil if you wanted to, but I'm going to draw a straight line down. I'm going to draw an angled line going to the back, going to the right, an angled line going to the left. I'm going to match that. See, that's kind of parallel here. And I want my line to come down and touch. We're going to match that line, and we're going to come down and touch. Now I'm going to put 2 parallel lines on the left side and 2 parallel lines, and these are going up and down, vertical parallel lines. And then I think I'm going to put I'm going to say that my bow, the bottom of it, is right here. I'm going to put a shape like that. It's kind of a rounded off cornered triangle. And I'm going to do the same over here. The same over here. Ooh, look, that one got big. Now, I'm going to put a little rectangle coming there off the top. Another little rectangle coming off the top. And, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say there's a little rectangle coming that way. So do you see why I didn't draw the other part of the top of the box? Now I want to pretend that there's more bits of that ribbon on the other side. And I want to be able to see inside that ribbon a little bit. So I'm going to go like this and cut in. And I'm not going to do that on this one, the very front one. And to make it look like that's inside, I'm going to shadow that. This is all going to be just with the pen. I'm not doing any color on this one, except for the color of the pen. Look at that. We've got some cute ribbony bits. It's darker down inside there. Now I want to match up. The ribbon is coming out to those bits that were. Look at that. We're getting this sweet little bow drawn in. You could color it if you wanted to. Now, I like to make it look like the end of the package is here too. So one side of this, I'm going to draw a diagonal line going down towards the center and stopping at those parallel lines. Diagonal line going up towards the center, but stopping at those parallel lines. There we go. And now you've got your ribbon. I'm extending it just a little bit beyond the bottom of the package. Look at that. By doing that, it gives it that feel that it is wrapping around. Up here on this top edge, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of some shadow. This is sweet. Now, in areas where you want a little bit of shadow, just put your pen and make it a little bit closer pen lines. Oh, how lovely is that? And how quick! Look at that. Quick and easy. If you want to, you could decorate your paper. I'm going to say this one's got some polka dots going on it. So this one right here is going to wrap around that corner. This one right here is going to come down over that corner. Oh, fun. Totally can color this if you want. I'm just having fun here, guys. I am really enjoying this time. I hope you are too. And if you are doing these little tags, take pictures of them. Keep them in a little memory book so that you remember what it is you did. I'm going to go to and from. You know, take pictures, keep the pictures, or scan them and put them into the computer before you tie your ribbon on. And then you can print them out and have as many tags as you need just with your own artwork. And you can just print it out on cardstock and just go. I do have tags on my digital download store at TeeSpring. So if you are interested in just getting some tags and downloading them, you can do that too. Oh, I want to put some sparkle on here. I think maybe we'll do gold sparkle this time. Since we didn't put any other color on here. Little gold sparkles. Fun. And if you wanted to, you could take your pen, color your dots, color your ribbon. All right, so we're doing. You can tell that I'm starting to warm up here because my things get a little more detailed as I get warmed up. That's fun. All right, so let's go with something else here. Oh, how about a candle? Let's go with maybe a purpley red. Ooh, amaranth red. That's kind of pretty. And I'm going to use the pointy side, draw my candle, and I'm going to say there's a little bit of wax having run down the edge of my candle. Has a little dip. Look at that. And then we need a dark for the wick. And I'm going to use the yellow. Let's see. That's going to be really bright, but that's okay. I've got a bright yellow. I'm going to use the yellow, and I'm going to put the flame like that without putting any hard lines. I want it to be a little more loose, a little more loose. Kind of like if you were watercoloring it. Keep it loose. Let it sort of flicker and dance. All right, I am going to use that brush, the brush tip part. And color in my candle. I'm going to leave a little bit of the highlight in there. That's good. And now I think I want to go in and with some other greens. I need some other green. So what I did is I pulled out just some handfuls, but the package is huge. I want to put some like pine boughs down here at the bottom. I'm just grabbing some different greens, dark and light. There we go. And maybe couple other browns because I was getting frustrated by the limit of my browns. There. All right, so I want to do some pine bough, and I want to do just super simple pine bough. So super simple pine bough, I'm going to put this brown, branchy bit, maybe a little one right there. And you notice I didn't connect them because that way they look like they're peeking out. So this is pine green. Let's see what pine green looks like. Oh yeah, that's lovely. We're not going to put pine cones. We're just doing some pine bough. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's sweet. Okay, so maybe we'll put a little bit of some shadow color in here, and I do need a little bit of some shadow on that wax on the underside of it, maybe down the side here. This is a cool gray, and I think maybe we'll just put a little bit of some shadow down like this. That's fun. Maybe put just a little bit of it in. Little yellow glow, soft yellow. And maybe even blend those two together just a smidge, using that lighter yellow. There we go. Remember, it's a card, it's a tag. It's not. Oh, I need a finer pen for that. To and from. You don't have to be as detailed. I tend to go deep into detail land, guys. That's just one of my things. You don't have to go so deep into detail land. So sparkle star. Dot, line north, south, east, and west, and then this would be really pretty with one of those chrome markers for those stars. But there we go. I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, I have some other designs over here that I did. I think I'm going to do the gift bag. The gift bag is really easy. We'll color it. Basically, what you're going to do is make a line kind of on an angle, slightly, and you're going to come down at angles. The top and the bottom here are kind of parallel to each other. You're going to go across the front. You keep those lines kind of parallel to each other. And don't worry that you are drawing the whole line and the handle will get blocked. It's not a big deal. I am going to come up from the bottom and make a diagonal line and a diagonal line, and then halfway take that up. See how that just makes that look like a bag right then? Ooh, I kind of did it more of where you can see inside, so I think we're going to put some tissue paper up here. Look at that. It was just a wobbly line, and then I'm going to bring wherever the point is in, I'm going to bring that line down all the way inside the bag. And then when the point is out, I'm only going to bring it to where a line hits, where it hits a line. Look at that. Boom. We just drew tissue paper. And then you can put another layer of it back here if you want. You can have a little bit of it sort of being papery points. See? A little bit of wild and crazy, huh? All right, I'm going to say that this handle is actually drooping down. So 2 dots and a U shape. And then however wide your dot is, you'll go to the other edge of your dot to do the other edge of your string or of your handle. And that way it looks like it came from the inside of the bag going to the outside. I'm going to say 2 up here and from. So I remember I'm doing that. And I liked that I wrote joy on here, so I think I'm going to do that. And this is just a cursive, just standard, you know, just standard cursive. It's not anything, you know, calligraphy fancy. This is just how I write when I write cursive. I think I'm gonna, but now I am gonna thicken up the letters just a little bit. See? Thicken up the letters just a little bit, and it makes it look like you knew what you were doing. That's fun. Now, I can go ahead and just put my sparkle stars on here, and then I'm going to do some coloring, I think. This was quick, giving you all kinds of ideas on how to decorate up quick little cards. You don't have to spend, you know, hours and hours on every one. 5 minutes. 5 minutes max. Come on. You can do it. I am going to say that maybe I'll do kind of a candy stripe. Now, one of the things with the tips on these pens is that they do fray very quickly. I'm going to just draw right across the joy. See? And I think that the stripes are going to go around the package like that. That's nice. And then maybe I'll do some skinnier stripes. Makes it look more fancy. A little bit more candy cane. You can doodle, you can draw, you can leave them as plain as you want or as fancy as you want. I like that. I like that we can, you know, one more little special thing that we can do to a package. They don't have to line up perfectly. Look at that. That's fun. And I think that smoke gray is going to be my shadow color on the paper. Just wherever you think your shadows would be. Just a little bit here and there. That's fun. That's fun. I think maybe I'll use this to give me a little bit of detail. Oh, that worked. That worked really, oh wow, that worked really well. There we go. Now we've got another card. So I'm going to have a bigger ball that's the to, and I'll have a smaller one hanging that's the from. And we're going to go in with, I think maybe I'll do it with the green. This is the pale green. So that one, and the from I'm going to have smaller and down towards the bottom, and I think it'll be a different color. Let's go with the blue. Blue. Like that. Oh, I do need to make the little top area. I'm just going to take some gold, and I'm just going to color a little rectangle. And this one, you're just going to see a tiny bit of it. Now what I want to do is, I think I'm going to use my blue pen. I'm going to make a little loop on the top. You're only going to see half the loop here. And then the string. The to is going to be on the inside of this one, and the from is going to be on the inside of this one. And then I am going to make a band. The stripe. Doesn't have to be super hard and detailed. I like that. I think what I want to do is, yeah, I'll use the brush. I'm going to go ahead and just use the brush end, and I'm going to color in that, the top and the bottom. Look at that, I'm leaving a little bit of light. Just by leaving a little crescent of the white paper. And don't be worried if it's not perfect and if you go outside the lines. These pens, like I said, these tips, the brush tip on it just frays out so quickly. And this one, it's dark where it's behind that other ball, right? But it's going to have a little bit of light over to that edge there. And I'm still going to say it's getting a little bit of light from underneath. You could do this with any markers, kids markers, Crayola kids markers, expensive markers, whatever you want. I'm going to take that smoke gray because it works really well. Kind of blends with whatever color it goes on top of. See? Look at that. That's cool. Now that I like. Gives you a little bit of variation. It doesn't go over the gold marker. And then you can just use it on that band also to put a little shadow on the light. Okay, I think this is my favorite one. And it's probably one of the simplest ones. Oh my gosh, guys, look at those. Aren't they pretty? So you can color them, you can not you could do them not colored. You can enjoy, oh, sparkles. I do need the sparkles. Thank you. Whoever just said sparkles. You got through. Look at that. It just makes it look like it's all part of the same set, right? Wow. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and make sure to make some time to take care of yourself. Do something creative. That way you'll be able to take care of those around you. I'll see you back here again really soon. Oh, we're going to do thank you cards coming up soon, so keep your eyes open.